You can see we're back in the icy grip of winter. We had snow showers all day on Saturday, and then Saturday evening we had more consistent snow showers, and they went through certainly until midnight. My first job this afternoon is I'm going to try and get our first bag of early potatoes planted. I'm going to put them in this sack, this potato sack. Last summer we tried to grow a sweet potato in there. It wasn't very successful. It did make a little bit of effort to grow, but virtually nothing. So I'm assuming if I can get this soil reasonably damp, it will be okay for using for our potato this spring, summer, because it didn't really grow anything last year. So I'm going to empty it out over there and see what I can find inside. So I emptied the top of the compost out of that bag that had supposedly sweet peppers in. It did actually try and grow sweet peppers, and had we looked in we might have had something to eat, but it certainly hasn't survived winter. So there's what it grew as a sweet pepper on the plant. I tipped all that compost out of the bag, and it's left me with, well, I don't know, good 4 to 6 inches in the bottom of the bag. I'm going to plant the potatoes in there and then cover them over with a bit more of the compost that's left in that tray and see how they go. So there are my Casablanca potatoes that have been chitting away in the greenhouse since the end of January. I'm going to choose 2 decent sized potatoes and a small one to add into this bag. So I think that's a good enough covering to start with. I'll top that bag up as the shoots come up. I'll give that a water, and that will then hopefully be good to go. As I got that first bag done quite quickly, I'm going to have a go at doing a second bag. This one had some peppers, I think, over summer. I'm going to try using the same compost. I might add some fertiliser to this one because I think this did a bit more growing than the other one, but I'm sure no use has been made of the compost that's down the bottom of the bag. So I'm going to empty the top 2/3 of the bag and then plant the potatoes and add some fertiliser into what I have in the tray on the top shelf and see how that goes. Same variety of potatoes going in, some Casablanca. I've got the second bag emptied out. I've got same 3 different Casablanca potatoes in there. I'm going to cover them up with some of the soil out of the bag that's on there. I'm going to add some slow release fertiliser into it. I don't know whether that's a good idea or bad. I'm going to tip some of these granules and then give it a good mix in, and I'll probably give it some food as we go through summer and things progress. Depend how everything's growing, I suppose, but that's my intention. level that off and then leave those potatoes to come through there, and like the other bag I shall top it up with some of this compost that's left as the shoots come up and it grows on. Hopefully we'll get a few early potatoes out of these bags. The grow bags are in the corner of the greenhouse. There are still amongst the debris that needs sorting out from last year, but I'm fairly sure they'll be okay where they are. So that grow bag down there, I'm not going to water. The soil that came out there was quite damp. It wasn't wet, it was just damp, but I'm not going to give those any water. This bag here is a little bit drier, so I am going to give this some water, and I have added a label so I know what's in here. You won't be wondering. Most of all, I at least know when they were planted. And a little drop of water left in this can. Should do to get them settled down. I'm going to fill the can now, so there's a can full of water in the greenhouse, having the chill air taken off it the next time I want to use some water. I think that's it now. Believe it or not, we're off to the garden centre. It's a nice afternoon, so I'm going to make a start on sowing Sue's sweet peas. There's 20 packets there. They all say there's about 20 seeds in each packet, and they're going to get sown in our module trays, which each have 15 cells in. So my plan is that each packet of peas will be shared between 3 rows of cells, 9 individual cells with several sweet peas in each, and I'll label all the rows of the sweet peas so we know which ones are planted in which trays. So get started now and get some seed trays filled up. The first sweet peas are called Kingfisher. I've set them out in the 9 cells. There's about 3 seeds in most, and a couple of cells have got 4 in. Should be alright. Not had any problems in the past, and we've done it in a similar way. So all I'm going to do now is push little seeds into the top of the compost and cover them up. Once I've done this, I shall label these 3 rows before I do anything else, and then I shall put the empty seed packet into my pocket so I don't get anything mixed up, because it's quite easy to get all the different sweet peas mixed up. Got the first tray of sweet peas sown. They're all labelled up. 3 little rows of Kingfisher and 2 of Swan Lake. I'll now put these somewhere and get on with another tray. It's been a marathon job, but all the sweet peas are planted. All 6 trays, all our individual rows of sweet peas have been labelled up. And there's a couple of trays over this side too. So we've got 6 trays altogether. I'm going to give them a water, and I'll cover them with some trays, because last year we had a problem. Mice in the greenhouse ate some of the sweet peas. Susan wasn't very pleased. And just one point I ought to make. You'll notice that these here are in a propagator, but it's just a propagator base hive, no electric in the greenhouse, so they're not heated. So when I say cold greenhouse, I really do mean cold greenhouse. I think it's best give these sweet peas a water now. Settle them in. That's it for today. Don't think that's a bad job getting that lot done. It's 4:30 in the greenhouse now, and there is a little bit of a chill in here. So even though the last of the sun is just making it onto the greenhouse roof,